The Florida Meatball, Ron DeSantis, the governor, is considering a presidential run in 2024. And this weekend he had a get-together with some of his fundraisers. Unfortunately, it wasn't all laughs and smiles at that fundraiser, though. It seems that many of his fundraisers are expressing doubt on whether or not he's ready to run for president in 2024. And this no doubtly has to do with his flip-flopping on Ukraine and a lot of his other little gaffes and his tap dancing. So I'm going to tell you why I think he's disqualified for 2024 just in virtue of running, and then why I'm not really into him and I think he might be disqualified for 2028 in my mind. So let me explain that to you. Just all you got to do is hit that like button. Poll after poll have shown us that Trump has a commanding lead over any other possible candidate for president in 2024. Some people were looking at Ron DeSantis as an alternative to Trump because they're kind of tired of all the chaos and drama. Well, let me tell you about the chaos and drama. I'm tired of it too, but we need to stop blaming Donald Trump for that because it was not him who caused the chaos and drama. It was a media apparatus that caused chaos and drama in order to get you tired of hearing about him. So don't fall into their trap. But my point here is, if you were really connected to the base of your party, you would see that a large majority of your base wants Donald Trump in office in 2024. And there's many reasons behind that. And it's not just because of Donald Trump being a great person. I think Donald Trump made a lot of mistakes, and I was very disappointed in him in many ways. In 2020, we had a coup, and I think you can get what I mean by that, where Donald Trump probably got the votes he needed to win president, but he didn't become the president because of a lot of different shady factors that we found out after the election, along with the federal government meddling in the election themselves. And he was being blamed for things that he didn't do. He was being berated over things that he didn't actually ever say. And he had to go through 2 impeachments, which were both absolutely ridiculous and bunk. So in my mind, Donald Trump never got to fulfill his presidency the first time. And even with all that stuff, the amount of things that Donald Trump did accomplish is amazing. And so just think of what he could do if he had free reign to actually govern. So with that, in a lot of people's mind, the president right now is Donald Trump. And I understand that, and I really agree with that in many ways. So if the base wants Donald Trump in office because they had already voted him in office, then any Republican who has any kind of connection to the base is going to step aside and let Donald Trump run. Ron DeSantis has shown a lack of loyalty here, and loyalty is a very big thing when it comes to leadership. Ron DeSantis has shown himself to be a politician. He's in this to get up higher in the political ranks. Governor wasn't good enough for him. He had to get a little too big for his britches. And so he wanted to try to look at running for president right after he had been reelected governor. How do you think his constituents down in Florida feel about that? The ones that fundraised for him and the ones that campaigned for him to win that governorship. And he's just going to leave it to move on up to bigger and better things. And Ron is calling himself an executive and somebody who has to be in the front spot. Well, let me tell you another thing about leadership, and I'm sure Ron is well aware of this. Any good leader has to be a good follower. And so if you consider yourself only someone who can be in the front seat, then you have a problem with leadership because you can't humble yourself enough to understand the value of the people around you. So after everything Trump did to get Ron DeSantis to win his election, using all of Trump's popularity, because let's not lie, even if you hate him, he's very popular. He used that to become governor and then turns around and challenges him. that is a stab in the back. And it just shows that all Ron DeSantis wants to do is move up in the world and look out for Ron DeSantis, because that's who he truly cares about. Now, if you agree or disagree, please let me know down in the comments. I want to know what you think about this, but to me, Ron has really just ruined it, and I can't really trust him to be president. Please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and if you are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing and being around here. And you can hit that notification bell that will give you actual notifications every time I post a video. And until next time, peace be with you.